top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Hoosiers will put total leather and we'll get started. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback.
Take over, 1st and 10.
Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. Lewis wants to pass. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Holland. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Marshall. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose. The 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal.
Let's go!
The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Timeout, Colorado.
And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Gonna look downfield again. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
And this defense starting to become a common thread, man. First drive, they forced the INT after having 4 picks last week. They are finding the football. Nice way to start this football game.
They go to the ground. Hard running there. Looking for room at the 25. Breaks into the open. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Indiana!
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
Take over, 1st and 10.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the right. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the Dean.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Lewis to throw. It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Dumps it to the back. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Secures it at the 30. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt.
Will take over, 1st and 10.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finding an escape route. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
And the Hoosiers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. The inside handoff. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Lewis wants to pass. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. It's complete. Touchdown, Colorado. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top, because this guy's speed is a problem.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UTEP is down right now inside the Sun Bowl, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in El Paso. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's got it again. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. The give to the back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. He's going for it all. Makes the grab at the 30. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. The Hoosiers moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Here's the give off the left side. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Off the RPO, complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
I think a lot of people wonder why you don't throw more slant routes. It's just nowadays wide receivers are so big, so thick. You throw it to them, the DBs can't go through their bodies to get them, and most of the time you get positive yards like you do right here.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Hoosiers are in the hurry up. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
The Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Carr. Got his man out of the backfield. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
And the Hoosiers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the 1st half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Working that wide receiver screen. He's trying to get it in. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Lewis to throw. He fires one deep over the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you see the dagger concept so much in pro football, in college football, and they're trying to run a guy deep to take that safety with him, pull him out of the way, and then kind of throw it right underneath that vacated area where he's at. Unsuccessfully, but that's what they were trying to accomplish on that play.
Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Gibson.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He might want another play. Sends it back in motion. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks, it's Gibson. And the Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Lewis wants to pass. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And he makes the catch at the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
And now a chance to pull even 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bucks!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Western Kentucky is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These toppers have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Ball State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Oh, he's got a chance.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Unloads it left. He makes the catch. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Takes the easy completion. At the 35, he's open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Got it behind the line. It's Barker.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it from the gun. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Touchdown, Indiana! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They march 72 yards, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They're dealing with a second and long. Lewis to throw. Finds his man. It's Williams. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half.
And this linebacker is all over the field in run support. When they throw the football, though, man, does he have great vision, and he breaks on the football. Look at him using the hands. He had 2 a week ago. Throw in another today. That's a season for a linebacker most of the time. Great 2-game stretch for this LB.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They'll immediately call timeout. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Buffaloes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And the Indiana offense will take over 1st and 10.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I am turning it on. They finally get to him. A what a play there to pick up the first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Might as well give it to him again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Got a man, it's Barker. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And the Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The run to the left. Runs from the tackle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
The Hoosiers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He's got it on the right. Shakes off the defender. There he goes. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And the Hoosiers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Power football with the run. Powers through the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
To the ground, he's got it again. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback will keep it. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Toss sweep to the right. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Washington State is getting dominated today, and friends, the folks in Pullman deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 17 to Washington. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. They'll move the wide receiver. Lewis wants to pass. He rifles one deep down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Using his legs at spring. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to...
Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Handoff from the shotgun. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback making checks. Lewis to throw. Looking left. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Well, that's the 2nd pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well, and you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the back. Fights off a defender. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Hoosiers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Got his man on the right. At the 35, he's loose. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. And the Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry up.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
They'll move the tight end. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Can't get him to the ground. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
And the Hoosiers are on the move. The run from the shotgun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Back to throw, it's Carr. going for it all. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
We'll take over 1st and 10.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they... Oh, he's got some space. Getting up close to midfield, gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds. The Buffaloes want to move quickly.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Trying to beat the D deep. Brings it down on the right side. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the back in motion. On the option.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To throw, it's Carr. Going for the big play. Makes the grab on the left side. Off and running. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He got a step and just dusted the field. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year?
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Quarterback making adjustments. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a nonprofit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless. It's been careless. They've got to do a better job of being smart with the football.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Green 25.
They'll try to power their way ahead. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Lewis wants to pass. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And the Buffaloes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Might be changing the route. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He unleashes a long one. Touchdown, Colorado! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Lewis to throw. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked him apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Indiana! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
26.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Lewis wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Trying to get the edge on the right. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He's got great speed. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.